Hey guys, welcome to this Ready Set Crypto video. So NEO is primed to be one of the best performing cryptocurrencies in 2018. But before we can discuss those exciting possibilities, let's spend a couple minutes discussing what NEO is. NEO began its life as Ant Shares in 2014. Founded by the influential Da Hongfei and the real-life Jedi Eric Zhang, Ant Shares was referred to as China's first blockchain platform. Ant Shares rebranded to NEO in mid-2017, and NEO is based in Shanghai, which is a disadvantage in that it's vulnerable to Chinese regulations, but it's also a major advantage as they're well positioned to inform and cooperate with Chinese oversight. The most principal thing to understand about NEO is that it's a smart contracts ecosystem, similar to Ethereum. It allows users to automate the storage and exchange of digital assets. In order to compete with more established smart contracts implementations, NEO takes advantage of the evolving technology and cooperation with Chinese authorities towards the stated goal of a smart economy. NEO smart contracts are called NEO contracts. One of the big obstacles to designing smart contracts is that the results need to be reproduced reliably across a network. The NEO blockchain has relatively low barriers to entry for developers. Specifically, the NEO leadership team has prioritized the blockchain's compatibility with traditional programming languages. This obviates the need for developers to learn a new programming language, as they can utilize their knowledge with mainstream languages in familiar development environments such as Visual Studio and Eclipse, which means writing smart contracts on NEO is much smoother in development and debugging. This is particularly relevant in the crypto space, as much of the difficulty in developing smart contracts is due to a lack of good debugging and testing tools. If Ethereum is Goliath, NEO is David. Ethereum did it first. It was revolutionary and exciting and took the crypto world by storm. It was Web 3.0, Blockchain 2.0. Today, almost every ICO is built on Ethereum's ERC20 token platform, and Vitalik Buterin is one of the greatest minds in crypto. Yet, if we've learned anything from the fact that Alibaba is closing in on Amazon's market cap, WeChat dominates China's social media scene, Baidu is used instead of Google, it's that China plays by their own rules. They use their own technology, their own networks, and care little for what the US is doing. The question is, can NEO compete with Ethereum? Ultimately, NEO and Ethereum are aiming for similar roles in the crypto community. Both want to be platforms for the new internet, for dApps or decentralized applications, ICOs or initial coin offerings, and smart contracts. They aim to be the beating hearts of a new blockchain-based internet. Ethereum's goal is to be the platform for dApps and is largely accomplishing this. If CryptoKitties proved anything, it's that the system can work for its intended purposes, even if it stressed the network to its capacity. They own the dApp market right now. Their roadmap is all about giving users and developers more control and more options in developing their applications. What sets NEO apart is that NEO's objective, while ultimately utilizing many of the same technologies as Ethereum, is to be the platform for the new smart economy. Quite simply, Ethereum is developing in response to new demands, but NEO is developing their platform in anticipation for future demands. So what is a smart economy? What exactly is NEO trying to build? A smart economy will feature digitized physical assets. All of these newly digitized assets will have proof of ownership in the blockchain. These assets can be sold, traded, and leveraged through smart contracts. Their ownership can be protected and validated through the decentralized model of the blockchain. We've already seen iterations of this, from proposed supply chain overhauls to DAOs, or decentralized autonomous organizations, essentially decentralized companies without a leader. Essentially, a smart economy is in our future. To accommodate the needs of this smart economy, the platform will need to be specifically designed for regulatory compliance, as our existing economies have done. Just as I mentioned in our video on Stellar Lumens, regulation of initial coin offerings appears inevitable. Over the past couple months, authorities from numerous jurisdictions have issued statements declaring that tokens may be subject to various consumer protections, anti-money laundering, and securities regulations. These developments are a harbinger for future investigations, enforcement actions, and government policymaking. Although creating a security token invokes additional restrictions and requirements, issuing tokens under a pre-existing regulatory framework significantly reduces legal risk. Compliant organizations will have certainty that they will not suffer existential business interruptions from private litigation and enforcement actions arising from unregistered securities offerings. Moreover, issuing tokens under existing securities frameworks helps to define token buyers' expectations and rights, and could potentially result in higher investment returns. One of the most likely revelations we will see this century is the adoption of a digital identity by sovereign states. China is a big proponent of this given their top-down government style, but it may take longer before we see such a system in place in the US. NEO is making digital identity a central component with central importance in the NEO ecosystem. Our view is that the Chinese government will not ban ICOs in perpetuity, as they will not want to stifle innovation in a promising space and lose out to blockchain-friendly rivals such as Russia, Japan, or Singapore. That said, it may take a while for the regulatory bodies to outline a framework for compliant ICOs and exchanges. In our opinion, there is a decent chance that the government may pick a few preferred providers as a means to pilot China's re-entry into the space. There has been historical precedents in other regulatory industries such as banking and insurance, in which a preferred privately owned operator is given license in a state-owned sector. NEO would be a likely candidate if this were the case, given that the leadership team is in ongoing conversations with regulators and local governments in a blockchain consulting capacity. Such government endorsement should also drive positive feedback loops, such as integration with Alipay or Tencent Pay, which will definitely result in significant first-mover advantages. A common comparison has been drawn between NEO and Ethereum, with many calling NEO China's Ethereum, or the Ethereum of China. While this comparison is justified thanks to the similarity in structure and some offerings, NEO is far more advanced than Ethereum in other respects. Having been developed after Ethereum, NEO's developers have had the time to learn from Ethereum's mistakes and make a better platform. Smart contracts are the future of blockchains, and Ethereum has proven this and catapulted itself into a position of one of the most valuable cryptocurrencies. NEO is the next generation smart contracts platform, and as we've covered, there are many compelling reasons to invest in NEO. Smart contracts on NEO are programmed in mainstream languages, allowing for better development and debugging. With its consensus mechanism, DBFT, and some other key optimizations, NEO claims to be able to handle over 1,000 transactions per second, with the goal of optimizing to over 10,000 transactions per second. Compare that to Ethereum's current rate of about 15 transactions per second. Given its location and target markets, it has the potential to be a powerhouse in the Asian Pacific, which is quickly becoming one of the hotbeds of cryptocurrencies acceptance and adoption. As a NEO holder, you will receive gas as dividends, which only sweetens the deal to be a long-term investor. All these reasons and many more will make NEO one of the biggest currencies in 2018. It's currently priced around $100, and this will hit $1,000 in no time, given that Ethereum is about 17 times the market cap of NEO, and NEO only has about 2/3 of the circulating supply of Ethereum. Trust us, you don't want to miss this easy winner. We recommend picking up NEO on Binance. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please click on that like button. And if you're new here and want to continue to receive high quality crypto analysis on a daily basis, by all means hit that subscribe button and be sure to hit the bell next to it to be notified when we release new videos. We're also putting out a daily newsletter, so you should definitely look out for that in the description below. Cheers, guys.